Hwoarang. Hwoarang sees one man as his rival, Jin Kazama. Jin, CEO of the Mishima Zaibatsu, declared war against the world, and in the ensuing turmoil vanished suddenly, without a trace. Suspecting there is more to Jin's disappearance than meets the eye, Hwoarang vowed to track him down. With only a shred of reliable information at hand, he headed to the Middle East. After a series of dead leads, Hwoarang heard word that a demon had appeared in a town. Without a second thought, he got on his motorcycle and hammered down there. When he arrived, the place had been deserted, save for Jin Kazama in his devil form.
드디어 찾았다. 괴물 상태인 너한테 이겨봤자 의미 없다고.
Don't let them get away.
Bob Richards.
I hope you're ready.
Bob entered the King of Iron Fist tournament to prove he was the strongest in the world. On the way to his match, the road before him exploded, blocking his way forward. The smoke cleared to reveal a lone man, emanating an evil aura. Bob had no idea what was happening, but his instinct told him that this guy was somehow connected to the destruction around them. Bob's sense of justice stirred inside him, and he vowed with all his might to defeat the man before him. As a red mist fell over his eyes, Bob forgot about being in a hurry and walked toward his opponent.
It's all or nothing.
Bob never made it to the tournament.
Katarina Alves.
Deixa eu te testar para ver se você luta de verdade.
Katarina Alves lost both her parents at a young age, and spent several years at an orphanage before being adopted by a man she'd never met. Initially, Katarina rebelled against him, using a whole manner of profane language, but the man's kindness and patience eventually wore her hard exterior down. In time, they grew close, though her penchant for profane language remained. One day, Katarina's adoptive father vanished. As much as she wanted to find him, she lacked the money to do so. But then, she learned of the King of Iron Fist tournament. The savate techniques the man had taught her gave Katarina hope that she could win and take the cash prize. The day of the first match arrived, and the arena was none other than the roof of G Corporation's Millennium Tower. When Katarina first laid eyes on her opponent, all she saw was an enormous hulk of muscle. There was no way he could be human.
Cai pra dentro, sua aberração.
Ling Xiaoyu.
よし行くよ
Ling Xiaoyu infiltrated the Mishima Zaibatsu building in search of information relating to Jin Kazama's disappearance. Creeping deeper into the enemy territory under the guards' noses, she eventually hears Heihachi Mishima's voice coming from a room. He was giving orders about locating Jin. Just as Xiaoyu was about to sneak into the room, a man dressed all in white emerged and pushed her back. "Take me to Jin," Xiaoyu demanded, unflinching. The man stood there for a moment, before ordering Xiaoyu to follow him. He led her to the roof, then silently turned toward her, and readied himself to fight. Xiaoyu took up her fighting stance, and said, "So that's how it is. If you think I'm just some little girl, you're sadly mistaken."
なめんなよどうただの女の子じゃないって分かった
D'accordo. Ti permetto di venire con me.
Yatta!
Ma dovrai essere pronta.
うん分かってるでももう迷わないって決めたから
Bene. Era quello che volevo sentirti dire.
Emilie de Rochefort, aka Lili.
Tu crois sûrement pas que tu peux me battre
Lili entered the King of Iron Fist tournament again without telling her father this time either. There she was anyway, smiling as the rapturous crowd looked on and her opponent entered the arena. Lili was set to fight Asuka Kazama, someone she had personally considered her greatest rival for many years. If Lili saw the look of annoyance on Asuka's face, it didn't show. She just walked elegantly to the center of the ring like she owned it, all the while thanking Lady Luck for the opportunity to fight her rival.
悔しいけど認めたるうちの負けや何するんやOh, je ne sais pas. Juste comme ça. C'était rigolo. Et tu le méritais pour avoir été tellement... toi. 説明になってへんわうちにも一発殴らせろ
Lucky Chloe.
Are you ready?
Lucky Chloe is a pop sensation, and the face of the G Corporation brand. When a mysterious man burst into G Corp and took out guard after guard with dance-like techniques, Lucky Chloe fearlessly walked right up to him and blocked his path. She threw the man one of her trademark smiles and issued him a challenge. Fight her, and if he loses he'll have to work as her backing dancer. Without caring if he'd accepted the conditions or not, she prepared for battle.
Hi, Lucky Chloe だよ Lucky Chloe だよあおっさん何グダグダやってんだよ私のバックダンサーにしてやるんだからこれくらいちゃんとやれよなんだよ文句あんのかてめえ負けた分際で私の言うことが聞けねえのかよほらもう一回ラッキーくらいだよおらこっちも好きでやってんじゃねえんだよてめえアイドルなめてんだろプロの世界は甘くねえんだよこのうどん頭野郎ほらもう一回ラッキ キーくらいだよ。ダメだってんだろ。絵がこう、腰もこう。あ、そうだ、本番では女装させっからな。
No!
Paul Phoenix.
No pain, no gain!
When Paul Phoenix, the golden boy of the martial arts world, steps into the ring, the excitement of the crowd is palpable. But this time, when his opponent's name rang over the arena's loudspeakers, he could only scratch his head in disbelief. It was Kuma. Again. However, Kuma was nowhere to be seen. Word went round that the bear had dropped out of the tournament. The ring announcer informed the spectators of a last-minute change to the fight card. Relieved, Paul awaits the entrance of his long-anticipated human opponent.
Gotcha! Yeah! Get lost, loser!
You stink! We love Panda, not you!
No!
Master Raven. As an agent for the UN's Intelligence Bureau, Master Raven embarked on her latest top-secret mission: infiltrate the King of Iron Fist tournament and confront her assigned target. In the frozen area that was to be her battleground, Master Raven stood, arms folded, face to face with her subordinate's sworn enemy, who simply narrowed his eyes and took up a fighting pose.
You're that Russian. This is the guy that gave Raven all that trouble? That imbecile needs to be retrained.
Kuma. The Mishima Zaibatsu dispatched Kuma, along with the Tekken force, to the Philippines on the pretext of helping out with relief efforts after a monstrous typhoon. With the Zaibatsu's financial clout behind them, Kuma and the soldiers visited the stricken areas, gaining the trust of the locals. Before long, local youths, jobless after the disaster, came forward asking to join the Tekken force. A recruitment test was quickly established and many young hopefuls went to the test location deep in the jungle. Unbeknownst to them, the final test was a fight against none other than Kuma himself. Some buckled under the pressure and quit, others were eliminated, but in the end one candidate remained, an athletic young woman. However, the girl took one look at Kuma and burst into tears. Kuma felt bad, but attacked anyway in order to complete his assignment.
Get away from me! Don't eat me!
Jack 7. It was no secret that G Corporation was locked in a power struggle with the Mishima Zaibatsu. However, within G Corp itself, another battle was raging. The battle to create the ultimate next-general humanoid weapon. On one side was the development team behind the Jack series led by Jane. On the other was the research team responsible for Gigas, a bio-enhanced superhuman. With his massive size and uncanny mobility, Gigas was hailed for his versatility in combat, and some saw him as more than capable of dislodging the Jack series from its position as G Corp's premier weapon. Both teams entered their weapons into the King of Iron Fist tournament to decide once and for all which was the best, and Jack's opponent was a wrestler in a jaguar mask. Nina Williams.
Going somewhere?
After failing to apprehend Jin Kazama, Nina Williams decided it was time for her and the Mishima Zaibatsu to go their separate ways. On her first private assassination job, she was tasked with infiltrating a mafia wedding. Posing as the bride. During the ceremony, a firefight broke out where Nina took out all her targets. However, the commotion had attracted the Tekken force, who had been dispatched to suppress the violence, and they gave chase. With the Tekken force in hot pursuit, Nina made her escape. That's when she bumped into a man she found vaguely familiar. The man wouldn't leave her alone. He seemed to have something he wanted to say to her. Nina decided that a confrontation was her best chance of escape.
Step aside.
Leo Kliesen. Leo entered the King of Iron Fist tournament in the hope of uncovering more about his deceased mother, who had been a researcher for the Mishima Zaibatsu. When Leo learned that his battle arena was to be a Zaibatsu-owned dojo, he couldn't believe his luck. However, when he got there, the dojo was in ruins. The moonlight poured in through holes in the walls and roof, illuminating the floor with an eerie beauty. A short while later, a strange, floating silhouette appeared, and slowly glided toward Leo. The silhouette held a sword in its left hand that rotated at a mind-bending speed. What the hell was this thing? It looked like some kind of a flying squid or octopus. Was it a demon? Then it finally dawned on Leo. This bizarre creature was his opponent. Cautiously, he prepared to fight.
Oh, du machst mir wirklich Angst. Was ist das für ein Ding? Ein Tintenfisch? Ein Oktopus? Ein Ninja? Das ist also dieser komische Typ, über den alle reden. Japan ist so verrückt. Nein, ich muss mich auf meine Mission konzentrieren. Bis später, komischer Oktopus-Typ.